Hello and greetings, my fellow pilgrim. Welcome to my next podcast episode, Pilgrim of the Path podcasts, where I just share a little bit about mindful living, reflections of the times we are going through, um, expanding your awareness. So, for this week, was it a short one? Was it a busy one? How did this week land for you? And as as I, it's a very interesting time. It's almost like the one week is it's another powerful week. Just when you think you are now done with powerful times, or the next one comes up. So anyway, this is a powerful one. Very sacred as well, and across a lot of traditions. We've just we just moved through a full moon, and we are having Easter weekend this weekend. And so we are moving through a time of grace, of devotion, and quiet transformation. Because if you look at the Hindu tradition of Sanatana Dharma, they are celebrating Hanuman Jayanti, which is also about honoring love, strength, and unwavering devotion. So you can look around with its powerful times. And so I just quickly want to share something with you about the recent full moon, seeing that we are still in that energy of the full moon. This full moon was full moon in Virgo in the Vedic astrology. So I invited a very simple yet profound reflection in terms of over the past few weeks, you may have felt um, inspiration stirring. Maybe you had a lot of dreams and thoughts and solutions, maybe. Um, so it's something wanted to come through. And this full moon just asks you, so what will you do with this? The full moon in Virgo brings us back to the earth, back into the body, back into our hands. And this reminds us that our visions or those thoughts are not here to remain, and they come and they go. So it's almost like looking at your feelings or these thoughts and not seeing them um, as it is interesting. I actually spoke about this in my membership where we move into the sacral chakra, is that our feelings, emotions, um, can act as messengers. So even if even if they come and go, how are you using them to step forward in your life? How are you using that as guidance? Um, so, and it's interesting time. Yes, as I said, with the sacral chakra, now that we're talking in the membership, with the all these festivals and celebrations happening all over the world. And I thought, maybe if you can have the image of the hand. So in that sense, what are you trying to hold, to contain or hold on to, and what are you ready to shape or bring into form? So this energy supports small intentional steps. It's about you showing up, uh, acts of devotion. If something, like for instance, if you did something out of sincerity, and then maybe like a prayer, and your prayer is not being answered, you give up. But no, that's not what it's about. It's about, even though things didn't go the way you planned, or being attached to any outcomes, but that continuous journey of, I'm going to do it again, I'm going to keep trying. And it's not a, it's showing up again and again. Sorry, I don't know if this really, I'm trying to really find a clear image to explain this. So I truly hope you get this. Where have I been drifting, avoiding, or you're waiting for the right perfect moment and there's no perfect moment? It is about returning and what is here, what is possible, what can I do? So this is an invitation to bring a little bit structure, discipline into our lives, into what we value, to anchor our inspiration into our daily lives, um, to allow our practices, whether it's movement like yoga or breath, sound or stillness, but to become something we live into. Not only something we visit is like, okay, that didn't work, we're just carrying on and throwing it away. No, it's about showing up, keep it consistent. Um, because in this way, our creativity becomes something we truly hold, something real, something nourishing, something authentic. And yeah, this is again sacral chakra, that creativity, that flow, not holding on to, but letting things, let life flow freely, but also having the discipline to show up. Um, and perhaps it's no coincidence. So um, you may begin to feel how this inner current, when giving a little structure and care, can become something deeply supportive and alive within you. So if you call to feel this experience in person, I've been sitting with this idea of offering a chakra retreat here in McGregor. So I'm very interested in to know whether you would be interested in attending. Um, I don't know if it speaks to you, whether you prefer in person, because when we do things in person, there's a lot of more interaction, especially if it's a group. We can have more conversations around these things, how things are coming up for you, how things are landing with you, what, yes. So please let me know. I would really love to hear from you, and I would love to hold that space and do something like that. So I hope this has been in some way helping you, or not helping you, being supportive on your journey on this path. And I look forward to our next meeting online. And in the meantime, until then, be kind to yourself, be kind to everybody around you, and may our path be inspired by truth, compassion, wisdom, all along the way, each step of our journey. Namaste.